Yo, what's up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. The Great League is back and we ran a fun and unique Pokemon normal Castform where I was skeptical. I have to admit, I got this suggestion in my chat. A couple of people were saying I should run normal Castform, Hex, Energy Ball, Rock, Weather Ball. And I was like, guys, Castform's bad. But what proceeded to happen was it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad at all. It was pretty dang good, and we have some success with it. And the thought process behind running Castform was mainly to counter the ghosts, specifically Dusclops, which is everywhere, and Castform bodies Dusclops. And with this team, we have a Golisopod, a very strong Pokemon in the lead, and two things in the back that are really good against ghost types, which is what Golisopod's going to struggle a little bit against with the resisted Fury Cutter damage. So here we go. We start things off. We safe swap Drapion, what it's known for. That's going to be the safe swap with this team. And they are staying in momentarily. We build up. They eventually swap into a Lapras, which is not that hard of a counter to our Drapion. We're going to get off the crunch here. Lapras looking dapper. I always love the bow tie Lapras. Let me know in the comments. Do you have a bow tie Lapras or just a standard Lapras? Maybe a shiny Lapras. I feel like there's a lot of variants of Lapras. Because our switch clocks are desynced, we're going to swap into the Golisopod here. We take the Sparkling Aria. And then in comes Dusknoir. We are going to go for the Aqua Jet here. This is going to grab the Protect Shield. Now shields are down. This Dusknoir, it builds up a lot of energy. It has double Shadow Punch. So we have to let this go. Otherwise, they would just go back to back. I come in with Cast. And this could be the Dynamic Punch, so I am going to have to respect it with a Protect Shield here. Dynamic Punch gets shielded. They swap into a Jumpluff. And I'm thinking, oh, baby, maybe we have some play here. We have so much energy. We have these Weather Balls so fast. Weather Ball a little bit underwhelming with the damage. However, Hex plus Weather Ball is such fast energy generation. I mean, Hex plus any 35 energy generation move. And look at this. We are only going to need 3 Weather Balls to take out this Jumpluff, this Shadow variant. They go for Aerial Ace for some reason. Not sure why they didn't go for Acrobatics, because that would have put me really low if they went for Acrobatics. I think we would have lived, but it would have been pretty close whether we got to this next Weather Ball if they had gone for Acrobatics. So not sure why they didn't do that, but I think we probably win that anyway. But there we go. Game 1 win. Game 2, I'm still skeptical at this point. Keep in mind, I'm still skeptical about the Castform. Maybe we just got lucky. Here's game number 2. Shadow Samurott. Pretty cool pick, by the way. And I'm kind of thinking like, what should I do here? Golisopod. We're staying in. I figure if he's willing to expend the Mega Horn here, I'll let him, and I get to another X-Scissor. So since I'm going to lose switch anyway, I think I decide to just hard pivot into Drapion. And going to put up a shield. Hydro Cannon would do a lot to me. But they go for Razor Shell. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to remember this game. And they catch on... Was that a Diggersby? Okay, so I guess we would throw that anyway. So not the worst catch in the world. We're going to overfarm, or go for another Aqua Tail here. They should be at the Scorching Sands. They do 3 and throw. So I think they're 2 off the Fire Punch here. Oh, they do Scorching Sands. Yeah, so 2 off the Fire Punch. I throw on the Fire Punch, Charge Type Predator. I guess I could have caught there if I was feeling risky, but I don't catch. And they do have energy here on Samurott, so they're going to get rid of us here. And then what ends up happening here is pretty rough. Razor Shell knocks us out, and then Castform comes in, and they get to another one. They get to another one to chip our Castform here. Razor Shell, 50% defense drop chance, and it is a Dedenne in the back. Our defense is dropped, so I decide to try and wait a turn and catch, but unsuccessful. Nice patience by the opponent, and they're just going to play rough us here. And even though we cleared our debuff, it's going to knock out. I think I could have won that game had I caught the Fire Punch from Diggersby on my pod. I think that would have been maybe the winning play. But, yeah, GG. Sorry, I think I desynced a couple of battles here because there was one thing I wanted to edit. But these are basically 2 sets concurrently. We played this team for 3 sets. Oh no, what happened here? My bad. I'm getting too antsy. I got ants in my pants. What a weird saying. Ants in my pants. Where did that even come from? Is that from something? Tough lead here into Bellybolt. We're going to save swap Drapion. And I go for the crunch. They're staying in, which is good. Because Bellybolt, I mean, we don't really have a clear-cut answer for it. This is probably our best answer. So them staying in is good. We're going to protect shield our Drapion here. They come in with Shadow Gligar. I mean, not great, but not the worst by any means. We have super effective Aqua Tail, plus the switch timers are desynced. And I'm going to get to another Aqua Tail, but not before this. I call that this is just an Aerial Ace. And we're able to hang on. I get off a Parting Aqua Tail. So I kind of like where this is heading. We get off some nice chip damage, and we're going to play aggressive. Going to go straight into Cast. And they're going to get off an attack here. I'm going to let this go. I remember that their Bellybolt doesn't have much energy. They make a nice catch. They catch this Rock Weather Ball onto Bellybolt, but I'm hoping this does just enough where maybe I can get the Hex down. And look at that. We get the triple Hex down before the Parabolic Charge. Perfect. And what is going to come in? Oh, baby. Feraligatr. I threw right away. I should have done a Hex first. So a bit of a mistake, but then we just hard pivot into Pod because they took the Energy Ball. And that is a GG. Castform. Dude. Castform, knock it off, bro. You were supposed to be a... You're supposed to be a troll pick. This was not... This was supposed to be for content. Well, I guess it is content. But we were not expecting Castform to have success. So far, we're 2-1. What's the overall record gonna be? Well, maybe I put it in the title. Who knows? Maybe there's a spoiler. Uh-oh. Are we getting Q times already? Not quite. Battle starting. Golisopod into Caesar. Caesar always a little scary. I think we get pretty lucky this battle, if I remember correctly. Here we go. Resisted Bullet Punch. Gonna overfarm. I go for the Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet gets the shield. And I think I end up deciding to take the Trailblaze, and I actually get the damage registration error, so I shouldn't have really got off this Aqua Jet, so this is pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. You see the Bullet Punch that went through, knocked me out. And I think I decided to just take this attack. Yeah, I take it. Understand he might catch, but he catches on Greninja, and I mean, I would have thrown Crunch at Greninja anyway, so this is not that bad. And we get the defense drop, and I just go straight Aqua Tail because I can get off the Aqua Tail before he gets to an attack. So that's perfect for me. Now he's forced to fire this off. And we're just going to put this on 2-shield Castform, baby. 2-shield Castform. And we get a double Hex down. A little more energy. Perfect. 2 shields, 2 hexes. Oh my gosh. And it's a Dusclops. And like, no matter what I do here, I'm probably fine. But what I didn't want to happen is them catch an Energy Ball. So I think I just decided to go straight Rock Weather Ball here. Just to play it safe. Call me a scaredy cat, but I felt like that could be like maybe one of the only potential lose cons is like them catching an Energy Ball. And then they like still get damage off with their Caesar, you know? So I just build up. I just go straight Rock Weather Ball. This is such a dominant matchup for Castform. They come in with Caesar. We throw the Rock Weather Ball. Puts it quite low. Neutral damage. They do get off an attack here. We're going to have to shield. But one more Hex should do the trick. And we have the Energy Ball now. So we will knock out the Dusclops with the shield. Castform actually beats Dusclops in the 0 to 2 shield scenario, which is pretty insane. Meaning you commit 0 shields, they commit 2 shields. You still win that matchup. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Obviously, Dusclops probably isn't going to bother shielding in the Castform matchup, but knowing it's so dominant is pretty cool. Finding opponent. Oh. That was almost like a perfect skip ahead. And we went back slightly too far. Battle starting. Looks like it was going to be a Feraligatr lead into our Golisopod. Great lead for Golisopod. Let's see what they decide to do. They're going to stay in, which tells me they might not have... they might be double weak to this, right? There might be something in the back that also doesn't want to see Golisopod. Fury Cutter's chunking. We don't really need to shield anything here, even if it's crunched. Not that threatening. Hydro Cannon resisted. I throw immediately. And also throw the Aqua Jet just in case they decided to try and catch. Maybe more likely that the Aqua Jet would be the better thing if they tried to catch on something. They come in Drapion. I throw X-Scissor for no reason. Just, I think because someone was distracting me in my chat. Excuses. Safe swap Drapion just because giving them such a big Poison Sting down seemed like kind of a bad idea. So we aggressive swap Drapion here. Gonna start shielding because this is an uncomfortable amount of health for Castform to try and deal with. So we're investing in Drapion now. Aqua Tail coming through, puts it low. Putting up another shield. Wow, double shielding the Drapion. In comes Gligar, and this is good for me because I'm going to be able to get off double Aqua Tail here against Gligar, which should really help secure things, I think, for my Castform. Maybe I even stay in, force them to dump energy, or do I just go right away? No, I just go right away. Shields are down. Pretty much just need a Rock Weather Ball from this range. Maybe I overfarm slightly. Oh, it's also Wing Attack. It's also Wing Attack, which has to be maybe a mistake. Maybe they didn't TM their Gligar. I don't really think there's any reason to be running Wing Attack instead of Fury Cutter. Fury Cutter is so good now, and Wing Attack is just not it. Unless they're I don't know, trying to target something. Wing Attack is so bad, I bet Fury Cutter, unless it's a two-stage difference, I bet Fury Cutter is doing more, or at least the same damage for better energy as Wing Attack a lot of the time. I bet Fury Cutter, I'm going to actually check this. I would bet Fury Cutter does more against Golisopod than Wing Attack, or at least the same. At least the same. I'm going to check this. Gligar Shadow versus Golisopod. So, okay. Also, we let into Drifbloom. We safe swap Drapion, met by Diggersby. All good in the hood. Okay, so each Fury Cutter is doing 2 to Golisopod. And if I give it Wing Attack, how much does each Wing Attack do? Each Wing Attack... Oh, I'm trolling. 7? It's not even close. Okay, I'm way off. I'm way off. Is it really... Wait, how is it so different? I guess because it's super effective. Huh. What if I do... Maybe there's a breakpoint. What if I did regular Gligar here? Regular Gligar Wing Attack. Okay, regular Gligar, though, it's also 2? And Wing Attack is 6. So it's still more. Because that'd still be 1 more. It'd be the equivalent of doing 3 per Fury Cutter. Anyway, I'm wrong. But in life, you got to admit when you were wrong. And here we go. Oh, they gave up Switch, chat. They gave up Switch. Instant replay. Instant replay. I let my Drapion go here in the mid game. We go for a nasty Fury Cutter down because this energy is not going to be comfortable for them. And they give up Switch. They give up Switch. And now I can just stay. And I can get my Castform aligned with the Drifbloom, baby. We throw immediately to put the pressure on. Let's go, Castform. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go, Castform. Who would have thought? Not me. I was hating. I was hating on this little guy. And he was proving me wrong time after time. When you fall, I will catch you. Castform is waiting. I don't know if those are the actual lyrics. Icy Wind connects. Castform doesn't care. I figure at this point, after this connects, maybe Golisopod can just close this out for me. So I let it go. I do know they have a Fire Punch on Diggersby, so I'm just going to get rid of this this Driftbloom. And now we still have a shield. And we are chilling. GG. Let's go, baby. Castform Gaming. Castform Gaming. Next opponent. Another Caesar. Let's see if this plays out differently this time. We're building up. They try to catch, and we do run into a Komodo. Now, if you do decide to run this team I was running, Komodo is a little bit of an issue because we don't really have an obvious answer to it. It kind of beats the whole team. So we just have to tag team this, and Pod just has strong neutral attacks, right? So we're just staying in here with Pod, and I decided at this point if they're going to throw the clinging scales at me, I can at least Poison Sting down. So that's kind of the idea here. But that Caesar is still really healthy, which is a little bit scary for us. Will we be able to manage the Caesar? I just go straight Aqua Tail to put the pressure, because I feel like if they take an Aqua Tail, maybe I can go for a Hex down. But they shield. And now I'm going to take the first attack. They Trailblaze. They ramp up their attack. Straight Aqua Tail once again. If they take it, I can just Hex down. If they shield... Oh, let's go. We swap. And it's Regidrago, dude. Regidrago. What the heck? Double Dragon? What a cool team, by the way. And at this point, I was not sure how this was going to play out because I didn't really know the moves on this thing. But it's Breaking Swipe, or it's throwing Breaking Swipe. We throw a Rock Weather Ball here. We are going to outpace this thing just because we're so fast with Castform. And we're up a shield. They throw another. And remember, Breaking Swipe has that 50% debuff chance. So they debuff our attack. I know they have the Caesar as a catch opportunity here, so I'm a little bit worried about that. They do make the catch. Very nice. But I'm hoping that my remaining health on my Drapion is enough where I can sting down first. I do a couple hexes. I switch. 2 stings. Gets the job done. I feel like they might have had an attack there, so I don't know if they had thrown Breaking Swipe at Drapion. Maybe they would have been able to Dragon Breath down my Castform. So I might have just snuck out of there and got lucky with a win. But we'll take it. Snots. Amazing player. Tough lead. Melmetal kind of beats the whole team. And I throw Aqua Jet here. And I end up switching. And this was a mistake in the end because what we're going to end up seeing happening is he reveals that he doesn't have Rock Slide. He has Superpower and double Iron Bash. So I probably could have just stayed in with Pod and been fine. He had no charge attack pressure. But because I swapped, now things are awkward. He gets both of my shields with his Melmetal. I throw Aqua Tail just to get rid of this thing. Melmetal goes down. What's going to come in? It's going to be Gligar. Kind of awkward for us. And I think I decide to keep Drapion around. I go cast. No, never mind. I just let it go down here. Aerial Ace connects. Don't want to take the super effective Aerial Ace, so I come in with cast. Not in Rock Weather Ball range, so not going to settle for that. They do hit me with the dig. Does a lot of damage. Probably could have overfarmed like one more here before throwing this Energy Ball. But I do connect the Energy Ball, knock him out, and it is a Jellicent in the back. Jellicent in the back, and we're approaching Surf range. We do get the successful bait, and I don't get the successful catch. Unfortunate. Really needed to land an Energy Ball, I think, to give myself a chance here. And I was hopeful that maybe I could withstand a Surf and reach my Energy Ball here in the end. It's going to be close. I get the Hex through. Is there any way Cast can hang on? It does, but we're still one off. Brutal. I thought I had it. And Snots just takes and breaks my heart. Just snatched my heart out of my chest, took the game from me. Good game, Snots. Good game. I'll recover eventually. On to the next one. Okay. Pod into Dusclops and, oh, the Simul Swap. And this is, you're going to see, pretty tragic for the Shadow Diggersby. I'm sure there are certain matchups where Shadow might help Diggersby, but in this particular matchup, look at this. We basically just two-shot this thing with Aquatail, which makes this almost a favorable matchup for Drapion. Like, this is pretty insane. Also, because we correctly shielded Scorching Sands, like, we're going to significantly outpace this thing. He threw right as I got to 3, so I figured this has to be Fire Punch. I wasn't really even counting. Oh, he aggressively swaps in Marowak. And now I know the game is just over. Well, not for sure, because he is ahead energy here, so that could be awkward. But I'm going to be able to align my Castform now with the Dusclops, which is such a good matchup. And I decide to let this go, because I figure even if it's Rock Slide and I don't get to another, Castform hopefully can sweep, as long as I don't let him catch Energy Ball on his low Pokemon. And we actually call a Bone Club in the process. So everything kind of going right this game. He aggressively swaps into Clops, and at this point, we are just in a commanding position. Castform, disrespecting Dusclops, Ice Punch, not doing too much. Energy Ball, gonna do a lot here. Bang. And look at this funny little guy, Castform, putting in work in the Open Great League for us. It's always fun when a suggestion from my chat ends up working out well. So yeah, make sure you guys stop by, come join the fun over on my live stream, over on the other platform. But yeah, I think we got maybe one more battle here in this video to wrap things up. Oh, and an amazing lead. Pod into Marowak. They swapped Dirge. I probably could have gone Castform here, especially since it's Hex, but I think I just saw the typing and instantly went into Drapion. And we're able to call that it was a Torch Song. I mean, if that had been a Blast Burn, this actually could have gone really sideways. We overfarm nicely, get off an Aquatail here for some valuable chip damage, potentially. Things are going pretty good here. He will get to a... Oh, but look at this. We even get the Chart Attack priority on the potential Rock Slides. This is perfect. Now he has the shield if he wants to get off the Rock Slide. He lets it go, and now it's got a 2-on-1 Fast Break and Castform, baby. Castform. More like Cast God. Cast Daddy. Castform going insane, dude. This person just thinks they got out. They think they got algorithm for sure. This is ridiculous. Rock Weather. Imagine seeing Rock Weather Ball Castform on your Talonflame. Oh my gosh. Poor fella. Poor fella. Double super effective. Rock Weather Ball. Bang. Knocks out Talon. And maybe I lied. Maybe there's one more. Was that it? No, that's it. Didn't lie. I would never lie to you guys. Unless I had to. Unless I felt like the world depended on it, maybe. But there we go. Whooper. Whoop-de-doop is the reward. And I think we claim our set. We're approaching the expert rank. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Fun one for sure with Castform. And I think back-to-back 4-1 sets there. If you guys did like this video, hit that like button for me. Ooh. Subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, comment down below. All your comments are appreciated. And all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.